Think about the people in your life who have drifted deepest into this movement, and then think about who they spend time with now versus 5 years ago, who they've stopped talking to, which family members they've cut off, which friendships quietly disappeared. That didn't happen by accident. I have 3 master's degrees in political science, criminology, and business, and I want to talk to you about social isolation because it is one of the most deliberately engineered features of high control groups, and it is hiding in plain sight right now. Social isolation in cult psychology doesn't usually look like someone being locked in a compound. It looks gradual. It looks like a slow narrowing of the social world until everyone inside the movement is trustworthy, and everyone outside it is suspect. Cult researcher Robert Lifton identified milieu control as one of the 8 criteria of thought reform. The group controls the social environment, who you talk to, what information you consume, whose opinions count, and it happens through a process so incremental that members rarely notice it occurring. Here's how it works in practice. The movement tells you the media lies, so you stop trusting outside information sources. The movement tells you critics are enemies of the people, so you stop engaging with dissenting voices. The movement tells you that people who left or disagree have been deceived or corrupted, so you grieve them and move on. And then one day you look around and every person in your social world is inside the movement. And leaving means not just losing your identity and your belief system, it means losing every relationship you have left. Researchers who study cult exit consistently identify social isolation as one of the primary barriers to leaving, not because people don't have doubts, but because the cost of acting on those doubts is total social annihilation. The empathetic truth is that by the time someone is fully isolated inside a movement, leaving requires an almost superhuman level of courage. The movement engineered exactly that situation on purpose and calls it community. This is part 4 of a 5-part series called Why People Stay. Part 5 is the one that ties all 4 mechanisms together and talks about what the research on cult exit actually says about how to get people out, because some of them do.